What if math wasn't about memorizing a bunch of boring drills, but about building an awesome toolkit? Well, in the next few minutes, we're going to give you 5 essential hacks that are designed to totally change how you see numbers and, really build up your confidence. Let's jump in. So, keep this question in your head as we go. What if math isn't just another class you have to take, but a legit superpower for making sense of the world? Our goal here is to help you unlock that power. Okay, first things first. Every great toolkit needs a way to keep things organized, right? So our very first tool is all about sorting. It's about being able to look at this huge universe of numbers and know exactly where each one fits. This is the foundation for, well, everything else. And you can see here just how neatly these categories build on each other. We start with whole numbers. That's pretty much your basic counting numbers, plus 0. Then, if you add their negative opposites, boom, you get integers. And from there, we can split all of those into 2 super simple groups: even numbers, which you can divide by 2, and odd numbers, which you can't. This isn't just putting labels on things. It's the first step to seeing the hidden structure in all the numbers around us. And here is our first killer hack. Seriously, forget about doing long division. If you want to know if any number, I don't care how huge it is even or odd, all you have to do is look at its very last digit. If that last number is a 0, 2, 4, 6, or 8, the whole thing is even. Simple as that. It's an amazing mental shortcut. All right, let's grab our next tool. This one is a real-world superpower. We're talking about the art of approximation. This is for all those times you don't need the perfect answer, but you need a good enough answer, like right now. So here's the deal with estimation. Think of it as your built-in fact checker. You ever type something into a calculator and the answer just feels wrong? Estimation gives you that gut check, a quick way to know if you're even in the right ballpark. It's the skill you use at the grocery store to see if you have enough cash or to figure out if that 20% tip looks about right. And the rules for rounding? They're so straightforward. You just look at the number's next-door neighbor to the right. Is that neighbor a 5 or bigger? You round up. Is it 4 or smaller? The number just stays put. That's literally it. Let's try it. Okay, here we go. 4,732. We want to round it to the nearest hundred. So we're going to focus on the hundreds digit, which is the 7. Now we just need to peek at its neighbor to the right, which is a 3. And since that neighbor, the 3, is in the 4 or less group, our 7 just stays the same. The numbers after it turn into zeros, and we get 4,700. See? Fast, simple, and so useful. Now for a really cool tool. This one is all about deconstruction. It's like having math X-ray vision. You get to see the secret DNA, the absolute basic building blocks that make up every single other number. And these building blocks have a name: prime numbers. And this shows the difference perfectly. A prime number, like 7, is a fundamental element. You can only make it by doing 1 times 7. That's it. But a composite number, like 12, is a compound. It's built from other numbers. It has a whole bunch of factors: 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 12. Getting this difference is the key to breaking down any number. Okay, this is a pro tip you absolutely have to lock away. The number 2 is totally unique. It is the one, the only, even prime number. Why? Well, think about it. Every other even number in the universe can be divided by 2, which means it automatically has more than 2 factors. And here they are, the first few of those fundamental elements. Think of these like the basic ingredients, the prime number recipe, that we can use to build any other non-prime number. So how do we actually find that recipe? We use this really cool visual tool called a factor tree. We're going to take a number and just keep breaking it down until we've uncovered its unique prime DNA. So our test subject is the number 28. Let's stick it at the top of our tree and find out what it's really made of. Okay, first split. We can break 28 into 2 factors, 2 and 14. Now we check our branches. Is 2 a prime number? Yes, it is, so we circle it. That side of the tree is finished. But 14, that's a composite number, so we can go further. It branches out into 2 and 7. And would you look at that? 2 is a prime, so we circle it. And 7 is also a prime, so we circle that one too. Now all of our branches end in a circled prime number. We're done! And there it is. The prime DNA, the secret recipe for the number 28, is 2 times 2 times 7. And get this, this is its unique prime factorization.
No other number in the entire universe has this exact same recipe. How cool is that?
All right, time for our final tool. This one is all about spotting really cool patterns out there in the number world. It's the tool for finding numbers that are just perfectly symmetrical, perfectly balanced. We are talking about square numbers.
So a square number is just what you get when you multiply any whole number by itself. So for example, 3 times 3 gives you the square number 9. 10 times 10 gives you 100.
And you know when you see that little 2 floating next to a number? Don't let it fool you. We call it the little 2 hack. It's just a tiny instruction that says, hey, multiply the big number by itself. That's all it is, just a shorthand for squaring. And here's why they're actually called square numbers. It's not some random name. You can literally take that number of items, like 9 dots, and arrange them into a perfect physical square. It's a visual hack that just makes the whole concept click. And just like that, your toolkit is ready to go. You've got the sorting tool to bring order to the number universe, the approximation tool for making smart guesses, the deconstruction tool to find any number's secret DNA, and the pattern finder tool to spot those perfect squares. So let's go back to that first question. Is math a subject or is it a superpower? Because with these tools in your belt, you now have the power to see the world of numbers in a totally different way, to organize it, to estimate it, and to break it down. The only question left is, what new patterns are you going to find?